GB News host Anne Diamond has launched a scathing attack on Sir Keir Starmer's fake relationship with French President Emmanuel Macron, declaring she is fed up of it. Following a 3-day state visit to the UK, Macron joined Starmer to announce the migrant agreement, which would see Channel migrants detained, deported and swapped for legitimate asylum seekers from France. Addressing Britons, Macron said, "This agreement will be signed once the legal verifications are carried out, including those of the European Union, and for it to be implemented thereafter as rapidly as possible." Delivering her verdict on the state visit, Anne admitted she is fed up of seeing Starmer and Macron hugging throughout the trip. As Eamon Holmes asked the panel for their thoughts on Starmer and Macron's constant embraces, Anne fumed, "Oh, I'm fed up of that. It's so sham, isn't it? They're doing it for the cameras. At one point, they broke away and then they realized that the snappers were still going, and so they hugged each other again." Agreeing with Anne, former Conservative Minister Kevin Foster said the displays of affection between the Prime Minister and President appear fake. Foster told GB News, "It does just look fake. It looks like you're trying to say, oh, look how close we are, we're great mates, we're brilliant. And then what does Macron do? Gives a speech which rubbishes us. Gives a speech which has a go at Brexit, his favourite thing to have a go at." Highlighting the one thing Starmer and Macron have in common, Foster explained, "Ultimately, the two of them actually have one thing in common. Both of them are struggling to get anything controversial through their parliaments. Both have pretty dire poll ratings, and many people are predicting the both of them will be gone within about 2 or 3 years' time. So in some ways, they could hug each other quite close metaphorically as well as physically. But it does just look fake." Hitting out at the state of Britain's migrant crisis, Anne jibed, "They can hug as much as they like, but it's not stopping migrants coming over in those boats, is it?" Foster responded, "I think Keir Starmer is probably on the slide, but it's almost remarkable to think only a year ago where he was. On July 5 last year, it looked like he had a decade in power, and now actively in the Labour Party the people behind closed doors are starting to speculate about who he could be replaced by. That's a huge turnaround in fortunes. It speaks volumes for him as an individual and in terms of weak leadership, and by the way, the opposition also needs to have its own discussions as well.